Sure. Put this up on here. Let's see if we are actually, the help is good. It says, hey everyone, I am on YouTube, hopefully trying this again with OBS. It's been a while since I've done an OBS stream because I've had guests. So this is going to be a quick one. If you see the title, this is going to be, I have been slacking huge on doing contest entries. I have been terrible. I apologize to everyone who's had a contest that I have not entered. It's not you, it's me. So I've just been swamped with work and other things and just haven't got there. And so I decided, hey Perry, what's going on? Hey Bake the Snake. I decided I was going to cheat and just go live to do my Unruly Simian contest entry because he is always supporting me and I did not want to let this one get by me without doing an entry. So that is what we're going to do. I'll give it just another second here, see if anybody else joins us. If you're not, check that Unruly Simian channel, which I think Perry and Bake absolutely have. His link is in the description. His contest is a little different. Instead of having a milestone of subs, he has a milestone of channels that he is subbing. 150 comic channels subbed, I believe, is his contest. And I keep forgetting that the camera's on this side and I need to look over there. And basically you had to do three things. You had to talk about the first YouTube channel that you subbed to. You had to, there it is. First YouTube channel, comic channel that you subbed to. Three favorite shows that recur on a regular basis that are comic related. And your favorite non-comic YouTube channel, which I did not get the description of that one, and or the link to that one in the description. I'll have to go back and add that. So, hey Sam, I Am Comics. I am cheating and doing my Unruly Simian contest entry live rather than recording because I've not had time to record things like I would like to. So, first comic YouTube channel that I subscribe to doesn't exist anymore, and I could not remember the name for the life of me today. The guy was doing last spring around February, March, I want to say. I found the guy's channel, and he did some stuff for a little bit after that, and then disappeared, and today I went and looked, and it's gone. And I couldn't remember exactly the name, but I looked at my subs, and it's not in there anymore. So he's gone. But the second one is still around and going strong, and that is actually Comic Tom 101. I don't watch Comic Tom as much as I did when I first found him. I used to watch all of it, literally everything that he and Ryan and Russ were doing. As they've gotten bigger and as I've found more channels, really, I don't watch as much. It's not because their content is bad. It's just because I don't have time to watch all of almost anybody's stuff. So... Hey, Just Rican, what's going on? How are you tonight, Rod? So that is why he was the first one. He was followed closely by Reggie Collects. Reggie was one that I found relatively quickly after Tom that I subbed to. And then Thanatos was a really quick one that was an early one I subbed to. Those were the three I probably watched the most last summer and into the fall. And then from there, they basically pointed me in the direction of everybody else. White Whale and John's Comics with Kids, and eventually Rod, and RB3, who was an early one that I subbed to, who doesn't do much anymore. There's another one that doesn't do much anymore. So that is the first part of my YouTube comic channel that I subscribe to. So 3 favorite regular shows. This was so hard to think about. All of you, including the guys in this chat, Perry does like 12 shows a week, and they're all really good. Rod does several shows a week. They're all really good. Buyer Pass, came close, didn't make my list. Sorry, guys. My 3 are the Golden Guys on the Comic Core channel, I love that show, mainly JD and Knights of Old and DS Comics and whoever their guest is for a given week. Um, I don't. They talk about an aspect of comics I don't know anything about. I've never collected Golden Age stuff. I don't know hardly anything about that stuff. I find it super interesting. I haven't started collecting Golden Age, but I know I'm going to eventually, maybe. I don't know. I have so many things else that I want. I don't know if I'll ever get there. Um, Perry don't sleep. That is, Perry must not sleep. That's because there's no way any human being can crank out as many recorded videos. And I mean, you and Reggie, do you guys like do anything else? I don't know how you do it, Perry. You're a machine. Um, so anyway, back to the Golden Guys. I just think it's great content. I think it's really cool. I love that they do it. So that is my number 3. Number 2 on my list is What's Your Grail with Tony Sanders. I love that show. I love hearing about what people want to collect, what they're into. I've seen Tony's Grails 37,000 times at this point. But, yeah, how do you do that, Perry? That's insanity. But, I love What's Your Grail. Last night, my guy, Hialeah, Comic Bro, was on there. He's just slowly working his way through the community, but there's enough of us that he's going to be busy for a long time to get us through there. But I love hearing about people's different perspectives on why things are grails to them, why those books are important. I just love that show. I love that the concept. I think he pulls it off well. I'd love to have stolen that idea from him first, but he does a great job because I would love to hear about people's books every week. So that is my number 2. And my number 3 favorite recurring YouTube comic community show is New Comic Book Day with White Whale and John's Comics with Kids. Mostly because of them. It's a new. They read a new book. They have a guest. Those two guys make me laugh. Alec has never liked any book. That's not true, but and John never mentions that he, studied at film school or anything like that. So, but those guys. Hey, Kyle, what's going on, man? This is my cheat to do a Unruly Simian contest entry without having to record it. So I just went live. I'll run back through all my choices here in a second. But yeah, my number 1 weekly recurring show on YouTube comic community is New Comic Book Day Book Club with White Whale and John's Comics with Kids. Love those. Hey, Unruly, you're in. I'll do the last one, and then I'll go back and give you the recap so you can see everything here, because I am cheating and doing your contest entry live because I don't know that I'm going to have time to record it. So I just decided to go live. So last thing, favorite non-comic YouTube channel. I don't watch a lot of non-comic YouTube channels anymore, but my favorite, there's a lot of them that I do like, I just don't watch them as consistently anymore. The favorite I do always make time to watch, it used to be Team 4-Star when they were doing their Dragon Ball Z Abridged. If you guys have never watched that, just the Dragon Ball Z Abridged, they go through the whole series. It is effing hysterical. I kind of like it better than the regular Dragon Ball. It's amazing. But they're kind of done with that, so they're not going to be my number 1 choice. My number 1 choice is How It Should Have Ended. If you guys have never watched they do the little cartoon remakes of how comic book movies and stuff should have ended. Those guys are super funny, with their, Batman and Superman in the diner for all of these, and just their take on all of it. It never fails to make me laugh. I always, take the time when a new one of those pops up to watch it. So that is my non-comic YouTube channel. That is my number 1. Hey, Bear Island. So that is number 3 on the list, and then I will go back. What's going on, Comic Cores? Shouldn't you guys be getting ready to go live? Like, I was trying to get this in before you do. So I'm assuming that's Chad. What's going on, Chad? So I'll run back through for those of you coming in late. This is my Unruly Simian 150 subscribed contest entry. He did a contest for being subscribed to 150 comic channels instead of having 150 people subscribe to him. So I am doing my contest entry for him. A reminder, you had to do your first YouTube comic channel you subscribe to, 3 favorite regular shows, and favorite non-comic YouTube. I've already went through all of it, but I will do a real quick recap. And they were first YouTube comic community or channel I subscribed to no longer exists, but the second was Comic Town 101. That was the first one I found. He was followed closely by Reggie and Thanatos, and I just kind of blew up from there. And so I think I'm actually subscribed to more than 150 comic channels than Unruly. I didn't actually go through and count, but there's a bunch. And don't get to watch all the content. I try to watch as much as I can. So that was my number 1. My 3 favorite regular recurring shows. Number 3 was The Golden Guys on the Comic Core channel with JD, Knights of Old, DS Comics. I don't know anything about Golden Age comics. I learn something every week. It's super interesting to me. I love the way they do that show. That is number 3 on my list. Number 2 on my list is I'm blanking on. Oh, What's Your Grail with Tony Sanders. It was on just last night with my guy Hialeah, who is in the chat. I love that show. I love hearing about what everybody's grail is, seeing the books that they have, hearing the stories behind why those books are important to them, why they care about them. So that is my number 2 show. And then my number 1 show is New Comic Book Day Book Club with Whitewell and John's Comics with Kids, because I just love their dynamic. I love, they have a guest. The books they cover never fails to entertain me, never fails to make me laugh. So those are my 3 shows. And finally, like I said, my favorite non-comic YouTube channel was How It Should Have Ended. If you guys, they always do their little takedown of all the Marvel, DC, comic, and other pop culture kind of movies of what really should have happened. They just did one today for The Lion King. That was hysterical. You think, I thought it was hysterical. They make me laugh. So those are my choices. I've been on here for 13 minutes, which isn't too bad. I was wanting to do this quick because I had been struggling to get this recorded, so I decided to go live. I want to thank everybody for joining me. Let's see if I missed anybody. Perry Comics, Bake the Snake, Sam I Am, Just a Rican, Hialeah, Unruly, Bear Island, Comic Cores, which I assume is Chad tonight, and Comic Book Smurf. What's going on, Caleb? Thank you guys all for joining me. I'm not going to, linger, I don't think. I don't have anything else. No, I'm going to make this just about Unruly. The link to his channel is in the description. He doesn't do a lot of videos, but the ones he does are great. The link to all the channels I mentioned are in the description, except for How It Should Have Ended. I don't know why I didn't get that one in there, but I will add that later. Definitely go check out their channels, sub them up. Good luck with your contest, Unruly. Thank you again for all the support. And Perry, don't you have a video to edit or something? Are you allowed to do anything else? So with that, I'm gonna get off of here. You did great on Tony Sanders last night, Hialeah. It was awesome. I loved it. Someday maybe I'll get the invite. I don't have that many grails, so I probably need to collect a little more before I get there. But like I said, thanks everybody for joining me, and we will catch you next time. So, maybe, if I can get my computer to respond to me. Why is my mouse not working? Well, maybe I don't know if I can get my mouse to let me like turn this.